अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, होप यू ऑल आर फाइन। स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम बायो क्लास 11 चैप्टर नंबर 7 एक्सरसाइज एक्सटेंसिव क्वेश्चन आंसर्स सॉल्व करेंगे। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है हमारे पास, व्हाट आर द इम्पोर्टेंट फीचर्स ऑफ प्रोटिस्ट? आंसर इज protists are a diverse group of eukaryotic organisms that don't fit into any of the traditional kingdoms of life. Here are some important features of protists. First one is eukaryotic cells. Protists have complex cells with membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast, and nucleus. Diverse nutrition. Protists exhibit various modes of nutrition such as autotrophy, photosynthesis, heterotrophy, ingesting other organisms, mixotrophy, combining autotrophy and heterotrophy, saprotrophy, obtaining nutrients from dead organisms, reproduction. Protists reproduce both sexually and asexually using methods like binary fission, budding, spore formation, gamete fusion. Motility. Many protists are motile using structures like flagella, cilia, pseudopodia. Cellular structure. Protists have varied cellular structure including pellicles, flexible outer layer, cell wall, rigid or semi-rigid, scales or plates, external covering. Ecological roles. Protists play crucial roles in ecosystem such as primary producers, photosynthetic protists, decomposers, breaking down organic matter, predators, consuming other microorganisms, prey, serving as food for larger organisms, evolutionary significance. Protists are thought to have evolved from ancient eukaryotic lineages and may have given rise to more complex life forms. Next question is, justify the need for establishing a separate kingdom Protista. The establishment of a separate kingdom Protista is justified by following reasons. First one is diversity and heterogeneity. Protists are a diverse group of organisms that don't fit into other kingdoms. They exhibit a wide range of characteristics, making them difficult to classify. Next is lack of clear affinities. Protists don't show clear relationship with other kingdoms, making it challenging to place them in existing kingdoms. Unique characteristics. Protists possess a combination of characteristics not found in other kingdoms such as mixotrophy, combining autotrophy and heterotrophy, complex life cycle, unique cell structures, for example, pellicles, pseudopodia. Next is evolutionary distinctness. Protists likely represent an ancient lineage that diverged early in eukaryotic evolution, warranting separate recognition. Practical consideration. Creating a separate kingdom simplifies classification and communication among scientists, allowing for more focused study and understanding of these organisms. Avoid forced classification. Placing protists in other kingdoms would require forced classification, which could lead to inaccurate or misleading relationship. Reflects current understanding. Establishing a separate kingdom Protista acknowledges our current understanding of protist diversity and evolutionary relationship. Next question is, discuss general characteristics of algae. Algae are a diverse group of eukaryotic organisms that share certain characteristics. Here are some general characteristics of algae. First one is photosynthetic. Algae are photosynthetic, meaning they produce their own food using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. Eukaryotic cells. Algae have complex cells with membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria, chloroplast, and nucleus. Aquatic habitats. Algae live in various aquatic environments, including freshwater, marine, and brackish waters. Simple body structure. Algae have simple body structures ranging from single cell to complex colonies and filaments. Chlorophyll presence. Algae contain chlorophyll which gives them their green color and allows them to photosynthesize diverse sizes. Algae vary greatly in size from microscopic to macroscopic forms. Reproduction methods. Algae reproduce using various methods including vegetative reproduction, fragmentation, budding, sexual reproduction, gamete fusion, asexual reproduction, spore formation. Nutrient uptake. Algae absorb nutrients from their surrounding using methods like diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. Supports aquatic food web. Algae form the base of aquatic food webs, serving as a food source for various animals. Ecological importance. Algae play crucial role in aquatic ecosystem including oxygen production, water purification, habitat creation. These characteristics highlight the unique features and importance of algae in aquatic environment. Next question is, describe the structure and life cycle of slime mold. Slime molds are eukaryotic organisms that belong to kingdom Protista. They have a unique structure and life cycle which include structure. Amoeboid cells. Slime mold consists of amoeboid cells which are irregularly shaped and have pseudopodia, false feet for movement and feeding. Plasmodium. The vegetative stage of slime mold is called plasmodium, a large multinucleate cell that can grow up to several meters in size. Fruiting bodies. Slime molds produce fruiting bodies which are structures that produce spores for reproduction. Next is life cycle. Spore germination. The life cycle begins with spore germination which produces an amoeboid cell. Amoeboid stage. The amoeboid cell feeds and grows, eventually forming a large plasmodium. Plasmodium stage. The plasmodium grows and feeds, eventually forming fruiting bodies. Fruiting body stage. Fruiting bodies produce spores which are released into environment. Spore dispersal. Spores are dispersed by wind, water, or animals, starting the cycle again. Two main types of slime molds are, first one is plasmodial slime mold, for example Physarum and Polycephalum, characterized by large multinucleate plasmodium. Next is cellular slime mold. For example, Dictyostelium and Discodium, characterized by multicellular stage where individual amoeboid cells aggregate to form a fruiting body. Slime molds exhibit a unique life cycle alternating between amoeboid and plasmodial stage and play important role in ecosystem as decomposer and nutrient recyclers. Next question is, write distinguishing features of Umaicotes that set them apart from fungi. Umaicotes, also known as water molds, are a group of organisms that are often mistaken for fungi due to their similar morphology and lifestyle. However, they have distinct features that set them apart from fungi. First one is cell wall. Umaicotes have cell wall composed of beta-1,3 glucans and beta-1,6 glucans, whereas fungi have chitin-based cell wall. Flagellation. Umaicotes have flagellated zoospore, motile spores, whereas fungi have non-flagellated spores. Metabolism. Umaicotes are diploid organisms, whereas most fungi are haploid. Nutrition. Umaicotes are primarily aquatic and obtain nutrients by absorptive nutrition, whereas fungi are mostly terrestrial and obtain nutrients by decomposing organic matter. Reproduction. Umaicotes produce oogonia and antheridia, whereas fungi produce gametangia. Sporangia. Umaicotes produce sporangia, spore-bearing structures that release zoospores, whereas fungi produce sporangia that release non-motile spore. Mitosis. Umaicotes have a distinctive mitotic process with a persistent nucleolus and a unique spindle apparatus. Phylogenetic relationship. Umaicotes are more closely related to brown algae and diatoms than to fungi. These distinguishing features highlight the unique characteristics of Umaikurts and justify their classification as a separate group of organisms distinct from fungi. Next question is, discuss the important features of mushroom in detail. Fruiting body. Mushrooms are fruiting bodies of fungi similar to apples being the fruiting bodies of apple trees. Cap and stem. The capillars protect the gills or pores while the stems type spores the cap. Gills are spores. These structures produce spores for production. Spores. Similar to seed of plants, spores are the reproductive units of fungi. Mycelium, the vegetative part of fungus consisting of vast network of branching hyphae. Hyphae, long branching filaments that make up mycelium. Fungal network, mushrooms can form symbiotic relationship with plant roots, mycorrhiza, or connect with other mushrooms through underground network. Decomposition and nutrient cycling. Mushrooms play a crucial role in breaking down organic matter and recycling nutrients. Symbiotic relationship. Mushrooms can form relationship with insects, bacteria and plants, enhancing their environment and ecosystem. Diversity and adaptability. Mushrooms exhibit incredible diversity in shape, size, color, and habitat, adapting to various environments. Culinary and medicinal significance. Mushrooms are prized for their unique flavors and textures, and many species have medicinal properties. Next are ecological importance. Mushrooms contribute to ecosystem balance, soil health, and biodiversity. Next question is, how do fungi obtain nutrients and what role do enzymes play in their nutrition? Fungi obtain nutrients by decomposing organic matter, forming symbiotic relationship, or parasitizing other organisms. Enzymes play a crucial role in fungal nutrition by breaking down complex molecules. Fungi secrete enzymes to degrade complex organic matter into simpler nutrients. Hydrolysis. Enzymes catalyze hydrolysis reaction, releasing nutrients from polymers like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Cell wall degradation. Fungal enzymes break down plant cell wall, allowing access to nutrients. Protein degradation. Enzymes like proteases and peptidases degrade proteins into amino acids. Lipid degradation. Lipases break down fats into fatty acid and glycerol. Carbohydrate degradation. Enzymes like amylases, cellulases, and xylanases break down carbohydrates into simple sugars. Absorption and transport. Nutrients are absorbed and transported into fungal cells through various mechanisms. Symbiotic relationship. Fungi form relationship with plants, mycorrhizae or algae, lichens, exchanging nutrients for carbohydrates. Parasitism. Some fungi obtain nutrients by parasitizing other organisms using enzymes to break down host tissue. Key enzymes involved in fungal nutrition include cellulases, xylanases, proteases, lipases, amylases, lacases for lignin degradation, pectinases for plant cell wall degradation. Fungal enzymes play a vital role in decomposing organic matter, recycling nutrients, and forming symbiotic relationships, highlighting their importance in ecosystem and nutrient cycles. Next question is, discuss the key differences between Zygomycota and Basidiomycota fungi in terms of their reproductive stages and ecological roles. Zygomycota and Basidiomycota are two distinct phyla of fungi with different reproductive strategies and ecological roles. Reproductive strategies. Zygomycota. Zygospore formation. Zygomycota produce zygospores, which are thick-walled resting spores formed by the fusion of two gametangium. Heterothallic. Most Zygomycota are heterothallic, requiring two different mating types for reproduction. No fruiting bodies. Zygomycota do not produce fruiting bodies like mushrooms. Next is basidiomycota. Basidiospore formation. Basidiomycota produce basidiospores which are formed on basidia club-shaped structure in fruiting bodies like mushroom. Homothallic or heterothallic. Basidiomycota can be either homothallic, subfertile or heterothallic requiring two types. Fruiting bodies. Basidiomycota produce characteristic fruiting bodies like mushroom, brackets or conchs. Ecological roles. First of all, we see ecological role of Zygomycota. Decomposers. Zygomycota are primarily decomposers, breaking down organic matter in soil, dung, and decaying plant material. Saprotrophs. They obtain nutrients by absorbing them from their surrounding. Parasite. Some Zygomycota are parasite of insect, plant, or other fungi. Basidiomycota. Decomposers and symbionts. Basidiomycota include both decomposers breaking down organic matter and symbionts forming mycorrhizal relationship with plant. Ectomycorrhizal fungi. Many basidiomycota form ectomycorrhizal relationship with plant roots, exchanging nutrients for carbohydrates. Pathogens. Some basidiomycota are pathogens of plants, insects, or other fungi. In summary, Zygomycota and Basidiomycota differ significantly in their reproductive strategies and ecological roles. Zygomycota are primarily decomposers and parasites, producing zygospores and lacking fruiting bodies. Basidiomycota include decomposers, symbionts, and pathogens, producing basidiospores and characteristic fruiting bodies. Next question is, give an account of beneficial and harmful fungi. First of all, we see beneficial fungi. Mycorrhizal fungi form symbiotic relationship with plant roots, enhancing nutrient uptake and plant growth. Decomposers break down organic matter, recycling nutrients and improving soil fertility. Food sources. Edible mushrooms, truffles and morels are prized for their culinary value. Medicinal fungi produce antibiotics, for example penicillin, antivirals and anti-tumor compounds. Pest control. Some fungi parasitize and can control insect pests, reducing the need for pesticides. Next is soil remediation. Certain fungi can clean pollutants from contaminated soil. Yeast used in baking, brewing and winemaking and as probiotic. Next are harmful fungi. Plant pathogens cause diseases like rust, smut and powdery mildew, damaging crops and plants. Human pathogens, fungi like Candida, Aspergillus and Histoplasma can cause infections, especially in immunocompromised individuals. Toxic fungi, some mushrooms like deathcap and destroying angel are poisonous and can be fatal if ingested. Food spillage, fungi can spoil food, causing economic losses and food safety issues. Building damage, fungi can decay wood and damage building structures. Allergens, fungal spores can trigger allergic reactions and respiratory issues. Mycotoxins, fungi can produce toxins like aflatoxins which can contaminate food and pose health risks. Next question is, explain Ascomycota sac fungi in detail. Ascomycota, also known as sac fungi, is a phylum of fungi that includes a diverse range of species. Here's a detailed explanation. First of all, we see characteristics. Spore formation. Ascomycota produce spores in a sac-like structure called ascus pluralisi. Fruiting body. They form various types of fruiting body such as cups, disc or mushroom. Hyphae. Ascomycota have septate hyphae with cross walls. Heterothallic. Most Ascomycota are heterothallic, requiring two different metatypes for reproduction. Next is reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Ascomycota reproduce sexually, producing asci containing ascospores. Asexual reproduction. Some species reproduce asexually, producing conidia, spores on conidiophore. Ecological roles. Decomposers. Ascomycota are important decomposers, breaking down organic matter. Symbionts. Some species form symbiotic relationship with plants, mycorrhizae or algae lichens. Parasites. Certain Ascomycota are parasites of plants, insects or other fungi. Food sources. Some species like truffles and morels are prized for their culinary value. Examples: baker's yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, mold, Aspergillus penicillium, truffles, tuber species, morels, Merkella species, cup fungi, Peziza species, and powdery mildew, these fish species. Importance: food industry. Ascomycota are used in baking, brewing, and winemaking. Medicine. Some species produce antibiotics, antivirals, and anti-tumor compounds. Ecological balance. Ascomycota play a crucial role in decomposing organic matter and forming symbiotic relationships. In summary, Ascomycota is a diverse group of fungi with unique characteristics, playing important roles in decomposition, symbiosis, and parasitism, and contributing to various industries and ecological processes. सो स्टूडेंट्स हमारे ये लॉन्ग क्वेश्चंस भी कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं. होपफुली आपको समझ आ गए होंगे. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क इन कमेंट सेक्शन. प्लीज लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब माय यूट्यूब चैनल. थैंक यू.